Hey everyone, it's Lars here, and welcome back to Virtual Paddock. And today I'm once again driving a Porsche 911. This time not a 993, which I've already driven several times on the channel. Instead, this is a 996. And more specifically, a 996.1 GT3. Which was the first ever 911 GT3. It was introduced in 1999. And the GT3 has been a staple of the 911 range ever since. Now, this past Friday I actually saw one of these for real for the very first time. And exactly this color in red. And what happened was back on Friday evening. I'd gone to the store just to buy some water together with my dad. So we pulled into the parking lot, and one of these was standing there. I immediately noticed that rear wing, that very unique rear wing that only the 996.1 GT3 had. The 996.2 GT3 already had a more, I guess, normal rear wing. And I was like, oh my god, that's a 996 Mark 1 GT3. And when it comes to Porsche, especially to special models like this, I can get excited like a child. I would say it's also because of that experience that this is the car I've been driving for most of the weekend. Basically, when we got home, I jumped to the sim, picked up the 996 Mark 1 GT3, and this is an awesome car to drive. Still full manual. And it's a 911, which you guys know I love. I think it drives beautifully. I mean, I've never driven one of these for real, so I don't know if they handle anything like this in real life. I can post the link to this mod in the description, so you can try it out. I love the sound of that engine, even though I actually swapped the engine sound. The one that was originally on this mod wasn't that great, so I swapped it out for the sound of the Kuno's Cayman GT4. Normal GT4, not the Club Sport version. Which in terms of the engine is probably closest to this. I mean the Cayman GT4 has a 3.8 liter flat 6. This actually had a 3.6. I think it sounds similar enough. By the way, the engine in this was the legendary Metzger engine, designed by Hans Metzger. .360 horsepower. Though the 996 was the first water-cooled 911, which back then was quite controversial among 911 enthusiasts. A lot of things actually changed with the 996. It was also, in terms of design, a pretty massive departure from the previous ones. Especially the headlights were also a point of criticism. So they actually slightly changed them for the 996.2. But honestly, I don't mind them. But 906 has always kind of remained the quote-unquote unloved 911. But the benefit of that is that they're typically a bit cheaper than other 911, other older 911s. I actually know someone who used to have a 911 Carrera, I think it was Stan Carrera, who bought for like 30,000 euros. I think nowadays even those are already quite a bit more expensive. And of course nowadays we've got that pretty massive inflation this year. I have no idea how much one of these is nowadays. But very likely a lot more expensive. Now, at least here in the Assetto Corsa it feels awesome to drive. Another fun fact about this car, it was the first car that the first road car that managed to lap Nordschleife in under 8 minutes. In the hands of German rally god, I think you could say, Walter Röhrl. The fun thing is, I think I once read this quote by him. He said something along the lines of, "I don't wear a helmet for anything that takes more than 8 minutes around the Nordschleife." But, well, this one took less. Oh, massive slide. We had a good amount of time to catch it. Actually, just yesterday I watched watched the driving report about this car from last year by a German, I think, motoring journalist called Tim Schreck. We said that because this car is still slower than the modern 911s and also reacts a bit slower, we've got more time to enjoy it. Which is a fantastic point. Another interesting thing about this car is it actually came in 2 different versions. One was the standard one, which I'm driving here. There was also the Club Sport, which, unlike nowadays, the Club Sport was also a road legal version. So nowadays Club Sport are the track only or racing versions of some of Porsche's cars. Like for example the 911 GT3 RS Club Sport or the Cayman GT4 Club Sport. Both those are racing cars only. But the original 911 GT3 Club Sport was actually a no-cost option. And it differed from the standard GT3 in that it had a roll cage and also a 6-point racing harness, which is actually included but not installed. Had a fire extinguisher which was placed in the passenger's footwell. And also a single mass flywheel, whereas the standard version had a dual mass or whatever it's called, I don't know. And actually with the 991.2 that also had a normal version and again a no cost option Club Sport. And then they made another limited edition of the Club Sport, which was the first 911 GT3 RS. Which nowadays is the even more sporty version of the GT3. I love how this drives. Like through corners like that you can introduce some very slight rotation. It's very easy to keep it under control. And it's just so much fun. And fun to me is the most important thing in sim racing. Always makes me smile to drive like these. Now let's go for one last lap. Actually could have braked a bit later. Though I'm not going for fast lap times. I'm not even running any apps right now, so I have no idea what kind of lap times I'm doing. I'm just going for a good time. Right, so that's the Porsche 911 996.1 GT3, which I think you can easily call the genesis of an icon, because GT3 has absolutely become iconic. And this one was where it all started. Fantastic drive. Link to this car is in the description. Give it a try, especially if you're a Porsche enthusiast like me. You're gonna love it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and you want to see more content like this, be sure to click like and subscribe. So, till next time, use the downforce, and see you soon.